Hello and welcome to Teach Me English. I welcome you all to my channel Teach Me English and believe and hope that you all are well and happy during this pandemic and lockdown. In this video, I shall cover A Tiger for Malgudi, just an excerpt or extract from this full novel A Tiger for Malgudi by R.K.Narayana. This is a whole novel, but in this ICSE syllabus for class 7 in the book Oxford Reading Circle, a small excerpt or an extract is taken in the book. That extract today we would learn and understand. So before I proceed further to explain you about the author, word meaning and the whole chapter, I would request you all to subscribe my channel, like my videos, and at the same time comment also, so that it will help me to improve my way of making videos. And you can also comment about the topic which you want me to make. Like this, A Tiger for Malgudi is an on-demand video. Now let us know about the author R.K.Narayana. His full name is Rasipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayan Swami. He was one of the most important Indian writers. During his time, two other great writers were there. One is Mulk Raj Anand, other is Raja Rao. These three were the gems for India at the time. We all know about his imaginative village Malgudi. If you would see some videos on this Malgudi days or something, you would better understand the beauty of his imagination in that village. This terrific man was born in the year 1906 in Madras, Tamil Nadu. And he belonged to a literate family. His elder brother was the editor of Gemini Studio, and his younger brother, whose name was also R.K. Lakshmana, was the famous cartoonist. He took his education from Maharaja's College, Mysore. During his time, his mentor and guide was Graham Greene, one of the writer, and he helped him in publishing some famous novels like Swami and Friends, Bachelor of Arts, The English Teacher. Okay. Apart from that, he is a man who had written some novels, fictions, non-fictions even. The most important of R.K. Narayan's work is this, Malgudi Days. I would suggest you to watch the videos of Malgudi Days on YouTube. Apart from that, as you can see here and read well, apart from that, he received Padma Vibhushan Award and Sahitya Academy Award. These two are high-ranking awards for the author. Apart from that, he was the member of Rajya Sabha for 6 years. And unfortunately, we lost this gem in the year 2001. And died in the same place where he was born, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Now we will proceed further and see the story in detail. Now let us see the word meaning. Altogether there are 27 words which I have chosen, and their meanings are given here, like motley, maneuver, breezing, bowling. So many words are here, as you can see. Better if you pause the and copy all these or take a screenshot so that you must have a record. Because if you read all these meaning, it would help you to understand better. Culvert is actually, if you would have seen under a bridge, if the water channels are there. Sometimes the dirty water passes from there, or sometimes it's a general water channel, a small river, or maybe a canal is made. So that is called culvert. You will find all these things basically in town and villages. Okay. Although there are many words, let's say culvert, jitka, transfix. So go through all these words, learn all these words. I believe it would help you to understand the chapter very well. This chapter, as I told you already, is just an extract from R.K. Narayan's novel A Tiger for Malgudi. Now here, most important character is a tiger itself. And tiger is the narrator here, or you can say protagonist, the hero and everything. Two other characters are here. One is the captain and other is Madan. Captain, he is the trainer of the tiger, and Madan is actually a filmmaker. He had hired the tiger with the captain, so that the captain would Madan would instruct the captain, and captain would treat and tiger would teach the tiger to show those stern which Madan wanted. So this is what all the story about, and after a chaos occurred, we would see all. Now, then what happened here? Two events are there in the story. One is the plight or the condition of the tiger in the cage, and tiger outside the cage. The tiger would come out of the cage, and then we would see what would happen to the people, how the tiger would behave coming out of the cage. What we see here, Madan, the filmmaker, he ordered the captain to train the tiger in the way he wanted. And captain, the word is used here like captain submissively used to listen to Madan. This was a thing which was a great surprise for the tiger. The tiger was thinking how it was possible that captain who could command a tiger, who could control a tiger, how it was possible that that captain would be commanded by someone else. So tiger was also perplexed. Now, so this shooting, the process of shooting was continuous, but the tiger said itself that it was a painful exercise or activities or practice, especially when the tiger was forced to bend its body back and rise up. Bend its body sometime back, or the tiger was forced to stretch its body. At these times, the tiger felt most pain. And it said that often it happened that it fell on the ground and got painful bruises on the body. So it was for tiger, these activities, these acts were definitely a painful act for the tiger. And the captain was always ready to hit the tiger with whip, so that the tiger would submit to him, would always be submissive. All these things are described by the tiger itself. The pain and the grief the tiger had inside the cage. Then what happened? Two dangerous things. As I mentioned here, two dangerous things happened during this practice. First one is here up, and the second one is in the next paragraph. What is the first thing? Let's see. Now here, that is a lamb in the air. What the tiger said, that the tiger noticed a dangling lamb in the air. What it did, it tried to stretch its body to, the tiger tried to stretch its body to reach up to the lamb, to get it and eat. But that was a trick. That was a trick to make the tiger stand straight. Okay, the tiger was stretching its body to reach toward it. With that, what happened? Slowly and gradually the lamb rose up in the sky. The tiger had given its full effort to get to it, or to get it, but it was utterly impossible for the tiger to get toward it. And what happened? That what fell forward hard on the ground, got hurt. And this was not a practice one day. This was a practice every day. And the same pain the tiger used to get. Then the second thing, what is that? The tiger was sick of all these activities. The tiger did not want to do all these things, so it refused to go behind the lamb. So captain must take out another way to control the tiger. What the captain did, see here. The captain took out a new instrument of torture. To that, the tiger must be obedient. What it did, it took out an object with a tongue of metal. When captain would shoot that tongue out, the tongue would touch the tiger and the tiger would get immense of pain. That tongue had electricity in it, and that tongue gave the tiger immense pain. That it said, with blind with acute pain. And afterward, what would happen? The tiger had to submit itself and be submissive. The tiger developed a special fear for that lamb and that novel object. Novel means the new object. But whatever the consequence, tiger was ready to revolt against the master, means captain. So what it did, the tiger, like in the story, the tiger definitely was unable to speak, so it wanted to speak out, and it wanted to say his master that he cared for his master a lot, and he wanted his master to save himself from the coming danger, because he wanted that these useless activities which his master was forcing it to do must not be done anymore. Okay, so the tiger cared about his master and tried to warn him from the impending danger, but captain could not understand, because he was a stubborn man and wanted that he must get his full authority over the tiger. So the captain first hit the tiger on its nose. It was a sensitive place for the tiger, and it hurt the tiger a lot, and the tiger became angry. Secondly, when the tiger did not listen to captain, so what the captain did, it tried to come closer to the tiger, crossed the margin of safety, and the master took out the vicious object, means that metal tongue object, so that the tiger must be submissive. To protect itself, the tiger raised its front paw, only to knock the novel object out, not to hurt the master. But unfortunately, the paw of the tiger hit the captain under its chin, and his head was torn off. The captain died instantly. Tiger at that time couldn't understand how was it possible that this man, as the tiger described, a filmy creature, no better than a membrane stretched over a thin framework, means a thin creature, only from above some film is coated, inside nothing. And the tiger, and it was thinking itself that, and it was commanded by such creature who was so fragile, who was so weak. In any case, the tiger got a chance to run away from there, to escape from that cage. Till there, we had seen the tiger inside the cage. Now we would see the tiger outside the cage. Here. So the captain was killed, dead. There was a chaos on the set. The tiger did not come out now. On the set, all crew members, those who were there shooting and helping Madan in his shooting, they all started running and saving their lives. But Madan was at that time even very much concerned about his instruments. He said, "I'm ruined. You shall bring down the light." He was shouting on people, those who were running here and there. All other members of the crew, they left. Madan himself had to leave that place, and Tiger was out of the cage. So Tiger came on the street. There was a great chaos on the street. People were running here and there, all shutters down. People, they hid themselves under the culverter, under the trees, behind the pillars. People were hiding themselves. But the tiger had no any intention of killing anyone. How could people understand this thing? Seeing a tiger, definitely it's a matter of fear. People would not stay at the place, they would run away. But the tiger learned one thing about the human. When the tiger was inside the cage, either in the shooting set or in the circus, but when the tiger was inside the cage, it used to think about the people that human being must be very much courageous. because they could sit and they could control animals like tiger. But when the tiger was outside of the cage and roaming freely on the street, it understood that human beings were nothing, just as weak as deer. Like other animal, the animal which are afraid of tiger, human beings are same. Here I have written about some people who are mentioned in this chapter now. First, Taylor. As the tailor saw the tiger, what he did? He abandoned, left his machine and shut himself in a cupboard. Prisoner. One prisoner was coming out of the court after the hearing. He was a murderer. The constable, he left the prisoner. He left the prisoner to escape because the constable tried to save his own life. The constable ran away, so the prisoner got a chance also to escape that place or run away. Next, coffee drinkers and tiffin eaters. In a restaurant, the tiger came and sat near a house. What happened? These people, those who were drinking coffee, those who were eating tiffin, they were so afraid that they were transfixed, means they sat at one place without any movement and they were not eating. They were afraid of the tiger. They were quiet, just sat at one place. Tiger did nothing. Tiger was just sitting there. Then children. Children are children. They were excited with joy and fear. Tiger noticed this thing. The school were closed, so they were very much happy. Children were running here and there. They were shouting, "No school, a tiger is coming to eat us, let us go back to school." They were shouting, laughing. They were afraid, they were running, but they were enjoying because no school. Now headmaster, the tiger entered the school, following the children. Some children, they entered into the school, so the tiger also did so. While walking in the veranda of the school, it entered into a room, and that was a room for the headmaster. The headmaster, seeing the tiger approach, what he did? He jumped upon the table and crept into the attic that is above in his room. The tiger did other things also. The tiger devoured a horse from a jutka. Jutka meaning is given there, a horse cart. And even two dogs were barking at the tiger. Tiger got angry and it ate them. As it is mentioned that the tiger found a granary where the tiger found some other animal, means maybe cow or goat. So the tiger ate one or two of that animal. So the tiger is completely filled for the day. It entered the school, found the environment of the school very cool. So what happened? Another time the tiger was imagining itself to be in Membi cave. Again, it means the tiger was caught from the Membi cave. Then the tiger felt drowsiness, but all its senses were awakened and listening all the things what were going on. People outside the door, they locked the door and bolted. One of the men in the crowd, what he said, a great compliment for the tiger, that might be one way of maintaining better discipline among the boys. So because tiger inside, so all the students, basically boys, would be afraid and they would follow the discipline what would be told to them. So this is how the tiger inside the cage behaved and the tiger outside the cage behaved. Better if I would say, when the tiger was inside the cage, the humans were courageous, powerful. And when it came out, the human came to their real status. Now it is the time for you to read the chapter carefully and then watch this video. Again, copy all the word meaning, and for question and answer, you just see in the description box. So this is all about your tiger for Malgudi. How do you like this video? Please comment me. I would take a leave now since this chapter is done. Comment me and tell me which other chapter you want me to cover, me to explain. Thank you very much.